Yes, he didn't mind helping at all.
Yeah, family guy for sure, and loved animals, didn't he?
Oh, yes, he loved animals. He didn't want to see anybody harmed or no animal harmed, or he tried to protect them. In fact, I had 2 cats at the Telford, and some lady came up there and took off with them. And he actually put it on the air, trying to get my 2 cats back. But, of course, they just stole my 2 cats and took off with them.
Aww.
And then there was a dog that I seen in Tampa. There was a dog that truck just swerved off the road and hit this dog on purpose in front of me. And I went and took that dog down to the vet. Truck got on the air and actually got some help for that dog and got the vet bill paid for. And but then it turned out he even had a guy come out to adopt the dog, but it was not bad news. The dog had heartworms pretty bad. Ended up having to be put to sleep. But yeah, he helped anytime he could.
Yeah, just a heart of gold and loved his wife. And your mom, I don't want to leave Diane out of the whole equation. She was big time involved with For the People. Did she keep the books for Chuck?
She did. She kept him straight. She kept him out of trouble. She took care of the finances and kept him going to state and law.
Go ahead and talk into the phone a little bit. I can't hear you.
Chuck had all the ideas, and he'd come up with the craziest things. And she was like, well, wait a minute now. You can't do this, because of the IRS or because of one thing or another.
Yeah.
But she kept it straight.
Your mom was super smart.
Yeah, she was fantastic in the department she worked in.
Yeah, I remember, big memory, your mom at the other house, the Pink House, where you'd see her office right when you'd come in, and just stacks of paper of things that she was working on. I mean, it was a busy operation, and she was just a workhorse. It was amazing the stuff that she used to do. But like you said, she kept Chuck straight, and because Chuck couldn't do it. Chuck was good about cooking up ideas, of how to promote, but most of all, putting together a quality radio show. And he didn't do it once a week. Chuck did it 5 days a week, 3 hours every single day. Can you imagine talking for 3 hours?
Yeah, I would have run out of things to say.
He never did. And people still listen to the old shows. There's networks that dedicate old shows that people will tune in, and they say it's their highest rated program. And the programs don't even sound that great because they were on cassette tape or recorded on the air, but people still eat it up because a lot of stuff that Chuck talked about is timeless.
Yeah.
Well, we're putting together a book, as you know, Darlene, and I appreciate you going down memory lane a little bit for our audience. And for me personally, Chuck was like a dad to me. When my dad passed away, Chuck was, as you know, very sweet and, just had advice and just had a shoulder to cry on. And he was a mentor, in so many different respects, somebody to look up to. And, he'd have advice. And, he most of the time he was right about it. Really, I would have to say large majority of it, you either take it or leave it. But Chuck was just plain spoken, but I don't know what his IQ was, Darlene, but he was super, super intelligent.
Oh, he was, definitely.
And one of a kind. They don't make him like Chuck.
No.
One of a kind. Well, a lot of memories, that's for sure. So how do you like the working title right now? Talk Radio at the Telford, The Untold Story of Chuck Carter, and then with the Clintons, the UAW, and the IRS. Do you like that?
Yeah, that sounds good.
So you're helping out. You're going to get some pictures together and whatever else to include in the book, right?
Yeah.
All right, we appreciate that. And Chuck's probably favorite thing to donate money towards, because a certain proceeds of the book are going to go to wherever you want it to go to, either the SPCA or your mother would love that especially, but we want to do that. So you think of where we can do a percentage of the book to go towards a favorite charity of your mom and Chuck, all right?
Okay, sounds good.
We want to do that. So I look forward to seeing you soon. So we'll talk off air about coming to see it. I think I need a haircut.
Okay, well, we'll see you soon.
Now, what's the name of your haircut place so anybody that pulls off in Lake City, Florida can get a quality haircut? Wackadoo. Just what it sounds like, wackadoo. All right, Darlene, thank you, and tell your brother Patrick, my brother from another mother, hello. All right, guys. God bless both of you.
All right, bye.
All right. Well, that was a treat. Cell phones sometimes they're in and out, so I apologize for the quality there. But for them to spend this much time in their busy schedules was unbelievable. They're the sweetest people that you'd ever want to meet on the planet. Been sweet to me all these years, and I've known them since 1995, both of them. And I guess I can say this on the air, but I dated Darlene for many years, and of course, people jealous at the radio network. Thinking there was favoritism between, Chuck's, daughter and me and all that stuff, but we didn't care. We did our thing and we worked around it. But finest people I ever met. They're just down to earth folks. Super entrepreneurial, both of them. They actually both have businesses. Patrick runs a business in Clearwater with his wife, and then Darlene with her husband. They run multiple businesses in Lake City. I think they have a limo, town car service, and then Wackadoo. It's a funny name, but people remember it. And I've done some commercials for her over the years, but she's got several locations in Lake City. So when I say entrepreneurial, it's a fact. So if you ever want a haircut and some conversation, Darlene is quite the conversationalist, and she does excellent hair. So I'm serious. I'm going to have her give me a little trim. She does a great job on women, men, but she's been doing it a long time. That's for sure. We would love for you to be a part of this book and this documentary we're putting together. There's a lot of research that has to be done, and I'm writing the book already, but we're raising $7,500. It's a shoestring budget. We cut the budget in half because we were going to ask for more to be able to put all this stuff together with editors, and it's just a lot of work. And we're doing it on a shoestring budget, and we're just asking if you can contribute to help us with our goal. Our goal, $7,500. We've raised a little over $200 since Chuck's passing, and I know we can do better. I know there's folks out there that love Chuck and believed in Chuck, and we need to do something to celebrate his legacy, his life, his giving contribution to this country. And Chuck contributed in so many tangible ways with his life, with his life savings. Look, the poor guy passed away in a nursing home. All right, folks. He didn't hoard up money. He fought continually, sending out stuff for free to people when they didn't have the money, helping people that didn't have money. I mean, heart of gold. So a lot of people say, oh, Chuck got rich. No, he didn't. But we all are richer because of him, and we'll never forget his contribution. God bless Chuck Harder. We'll be back right after this.
We'll help you survive this thing called life. We're for the people, for the people, for the people is there.
It was a huge pill to swallow. Being told that you would never breathe on your own, be able to walk on your own, or being able to feed myself on my own completely changes you. You have to realize who the new you is while living with the limitations that you have on a day-to-day basis. I was sitting on the couch contemplating, is my life really worth it? Winter Warrior Project showed me that I am worth it. My first event was a soldier ride in Seattle, and I got to ride 50 miles on a hand cycle that I borrowed from them at zero cost to me. All I had to do was show up. I'm so thankful that Winter Warrior Project was there to help me. Being able to open up and not having to re-explain everything that's going on in your life because they get it. I know of no other veterans organization that has been able to help me get to where I am now. Where I started off barely being able to move my arms to now being able to walk without holding on to anything. I am living proof.
Go to IamLivingProof, WWP.org.
For the people is there.
Your American Heritage. Black crows cawed in the ice-encased trees of Valley Forge. Washington's troops, many without shoes, huddled against the bitter December wind inside their flimsy huts. Despair hung like the winter ground fog. Had it been all for naught? Then came the Prussian drill master, Baron von Steuben, who strutted among the American troops and with an interpreter translating his swear words, whipped the disheartened men into a renewed fighting force. Dunderheads, dunderheads, he called them. And during that awful Valley Forge winter, he built that American army into a fighting force that would cut off the tail and pluck the claws of the British lion. This has been Don Keyes with a thumbnail sketch of Valley Forge, an icy chapter in your American heritage.
Celebrating your American heritage each For the People weekend right here at forthepeopleshow.com and our affiliates across America. Introducing the official For the People coffee mug, patriotic as can be, in featuring the colorful red, white, and blue For the People logo with Keith Allen on a ceramic 11-ounce coffee mug, perfect for any beverage of your choice. This mug is a great reminder of what we stand for, God, country, and family, with conservative values and good old-fashioned common sense. To order your For the People coffee mug, pay just $20 plus $3.99 shipping and handling at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. And For the People weekend continues. Keith Allen, some very, very sad news just coming in over the wires, and that is that a Texas school has been shot up, at least 8 reported dead right now, several injured. It just breaks your heart for this evil to continue on. It's just one of these things where it seems like there's just too much of mayhem that's going on, and for whatever reason, but a lot of this stuff is mental illness, where people are not getting the warning signs or not taking it serious enough, and that's what's happening. They're saying at least 8 people been killed in the Texas high school shooting today, according to Fox 26. The suspected shooters taken into custody. They have them alive. Police officers responded to Santa Fe High School. That's the name of Santa Fe High School around 8 a.m. Central Daylight Time after reports that a shooter opened fire apparently inside, and the gunman appears to be a student. KTRK reports, citing a law enforcement official. Further details of the incident were not immediately known. That it said details will be released as soon as they receive information. Galveston County Sheriff Major Douglas Hudson said that units responded to reports of shots fired, and witnesses say a gunman opened fire inside an art class during first period. A student in the class told KTRK she witnessed at least one girl being shot. I mean, there's stuff like that you never want to see. Santa Fe High School in Texas. Our prayers certainly with the family there. Folks, special legacy broadcast. We're trying to raise money to complete a book and a DVD. We just heard from Chuck's daughter, and we say hello to Patrick that are listening, but want this project to happen because they know how pivotal Chuck was. We want his life to matter and people to remember him for the many great things that he did, and a story to be told, and great stories of Chuck. You heard a few of them about the RV. But getting inside the heart and mind of Chuck, and some things that with his radio career, and Ted Webb, as a matter of fact, remembers Chuck fondly, and he was part of the tribute show, and a lot of you did not get to hear that. You can listen to that online at forthepeopleshow.com and look for Legacy Program, and you can look down on the player. We got so many hits on that thing, it's not even funny, but we want to rerun that broadcast with at least Ted Webb, and a lot of people contributed to that. 5 people, as a matter of fact, but Ted knew Chuck since 1963, so let's go ahead and revisit it. And if you'd like to make a donation during the broadcast or after, forthepeopleshow.com. We appreciate that. That's forthepeopleshow.com. We're going to welcome in Ted Webb, who is an icon in his own right on 970 WFLA, just retired, but knew Chuck, from what I understand now, vintage 1963. Is that right, Ted?
That's correct. I met him when he was working weekends at Walt Radio. I was working weekends at Walt Radio at the time as well.